cold open of the episode is another fight against a kaiju, contextualized as the latest of several recent attacks, and it's basically a direct response to Arc's massive infestation wiping showcase from the episode previous. It seems like the Dark Shogun can't take Arc head on, so it has to wear the hero down. This is a clever workaround, though it does feel like one that has to exist, as the titular Ultra is quite overpowered at this moment. But the bulk of the episode is this coy little dance around Yuma's alter ego. The GDF and Skip have a plan to close the rift that the Ghost Kaiju are leaking from, but they need Arc's help. So they're formulating a plan on how to communicate with the superhero, and of course, the dramatic irony is that he's right there in the room with them. So it's this game of Yuma convincing the team how to convey to his alter ego a plan that he already knows. It's fun hijinks, and it's really nice that Skip and the GDF are being very proactive instead of being forced to merely respond to kaiju attacks. But the end of the episode kind of ruins the conceit for me. The plan does not work. Helnarock starts squeezing through the crack, and Arc tries to push it back in. In the process, he falls through and ends up in a parallel universe. Earth Garen shows up to combat Helnarock, confirming that this is Blazer's Earth, and the episode ends. Cool. That's a fantastic hook for the next episode. It's also a fun twist on the more standard modern Ultraman crossover formula. With these modern Ultra series, it's more common for other Ultras to end up in the titular hero's world than the other way around. But it looks like we're only going to get one episode of Yuma interacting with this other setting, and I would have gladly sacrificed the hijinks of this episode if it meant like we had half an episode more of him bumbling around on Blazer's Earth. I'm guessing we ended up with this four-parter storyline featuring Zangil because of the limited availability of Blazer's cast, as they don't seem to be featured in any of the promotional material. It's a real shame, because there's a lot of thematic interplay and contrast between Arc and Blazer, both the series and the heroes, that I would have liked to see them take a crack at, but a single episode isn't a lot to work with. That complaint aside, I do think it's very fitting that an episode about communication is what segues into a crossover with Blazer, as communication is one of the core thematic tenets of Blazer. Both because this particular Ultra isn't the greatest at communicating with his partner, let alone his Earth's humanity, and because Blazer's show closes out on them communicating with the enemy forces rather than destroying him. It's just very thematically appropriate.